Did you know the story of Beauty and the Beast is over 4,000 years old? Long before Disney, long before the French salons, ancient versions of this tale traveled across continents, from Rome to Africa, Persia to China. At its heart, it asks the same haunting question: can love see past appearances? In this video, we'll explore 5 cultural variations of this timeless story, beginning with the classic French La Belle et la Bête, then journeying back to the myth of Cupid and Psyche and beyond. And before we begin, I want to hear from you. Which version of this tale surprises you most? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below saying "I subscribe," and we will try our best to reply to your comment. Once upon a time in France, a wealthy merchant lost everything when his ship sank at sea. Left with only a countryside cottage, he moved there with his 6 children. Among them, Belle, his youngest daughter, was admired for her kindness and gentle heart, unlike her sisters who mocked her humility. One day, the merchant heard one of his ships had returned. On his way home, he became lost in a storm and stumbled upon a grand, mysterious castle. He entered, finding food and warmth. Before leaving, he plucked a single rose for Belle, her only request. But the castle's master emerged, a terrifying beast. Roaring with anger, he demanded the merchant's life for stealing. Only the promise of sending one of his daughters could spare him. When the merchant told his children, Belle bravely offered herself to the beast to save her father. She arrived at the castle, trembling, yet the beast treated her with unexpected kindness. He gave her fine clothes, meals, and asked each night, "Will you be my wife?" Belle refused gently, but with respect. Each night, Belle dreamed of a handsome prince who spoke to her tenderly. She did not realize this prince was the beast under an enchantment. Torn between dream and reality, Belle grew fond of the beast's heart but longed for her family. The beast allowed her to visit home, warning she must return within a week. Belle's sisters delayed her return out of jealousy. When she finally returned, she found the beast dying of grief in the garden. Weeping, she cried, "I love you." And at once, the beast transformed into the very prince from her dreams. The spell broke. Belle and her prince lived happily, teaching that love sees with the heart, not the eyes. Long before France, the Romans told of Psyche, a mortal princess whose beauty rivaled Venus, goddess of love. Jealous, Venus sent her son Cupid to punish Psyche. But when Cupid saw her, he accidentally struck himself with his own arrow and fell deeply in love. Psyche's family, cursed by Venus, believed she must marry a monster to appease the gods. She was led to a lonely mountain, abandoned to her fate. But instead of a monster, she was swept away by a gentle wind to a golden palace, where an unseen husband came to her each night in darkness. Though tender and loving, her husband forbade Psyche to see his face. Encouraged by her jealous sisters, she lit a lamp one night. To her shock, she saw not a monster but Cupid himself, the god of love. A drop of oil from her lamp burned him, and he vanished. Psyche, desperate, begged Venus to reunite her with Cupid. Venus set impossible trials, sorting seeds, fetching golden wool, descending into the underworld itself. With courage and divine help, Psyche completed each one, proving her love. Moved by Psyche's devotion, Jupiter granted her immortality. Reunited with Cupid, she drank ambrosia and became a goddess of the soul. Their love overcame divine jealousy, deception, and trials, proving that love, when true, is worth any struggle. In Persia, there was once a merchant who plucked a rose from a forbidden garden for his beloved daughter, Gul. But the garden belonged to a fearsome monster, half tiger, half man. The beast roared, "For stealing, you must give me one of your daughters." Terrified, the merchant told Gul. Unlike her sisters, she accepted her fate with courage. Gul was taken to the monster's palace, an otherworldly fortress filled with riches. The monster treated her kindly, giving her silks and jewels, though his face was terrifying. Each night, he asked softly, "Will you be my bride?" And each time, Gul gently refused. When Gul longed to see her father, the monster allowed her to visit, warning she must return. But her jealous sisters delayed her, fearing the wealth she now had. Time slipped away until Gul dreamt of the monster dying. Guilt-stricken, she rushed back. Gul found the monster near death, whispering, "I could not live without your answer." Moved, she confessed, "Yes, I will be your bride." Instantly, the monstrous form melted away, revealing a prince cursed long ago. Their marriage joined not only two hearts, but two worlds, the human and the enchanted. In a West African village, a poor hunter named Orok had 3 daughters. One day, while fishing, he caught nothing but a shining gourd. Opening it, he found it belonged to the crocodile spirit of the river. The spirit rose, scales glittering, demanding a daughter in repayment. His youngest daughter, Abena, offered herself. Taken to the spirit's watery palace, she was not harmed. The crocodile spirit, though fearsome, treated her with tenderness, draping her in golden beads. He asked to be her husband, but she refused. Abena missed her family. The spirit allowed her to visit, warning she must return quickly. But her sisters mocked her gifts of gold and delayed her. At last, she dreamed of the crocodile spirit lying lifeless by the river. She rushed back, calling out in love. The crocodile spirit rose one last time and transformed into a handsome warrior. His curse was broken, for only true love could restore him. Abena and the warrior became guardians of the river, honored by their people. In China, there is a tale of a poor scholar who promised his youngest daughter Shu to a serpent after stealing a lotus from its sacred pond. Though frightened, Shu kept her father's word and went to the serpent's lake palace. Each night, the serpent became a man, a handsome prince under a curse. He treated Shu with kindness, but begged her never to reveal his secret. In time, they grew close, and she began to love him. But jealous whispers from her sisters pushed Shu to betray him. One night, she revealed his serpent form to her family. The serpent prince vanished, heartbroken, back to the depths of the lake. Filled with regret, Shu searched across rivers and mountains for her husband. At last, she found him again, and with tears confessed her love. The serpent shed his curse, becoming fully human. Together, they ruled the Lake Kingdom, symbols of loyalty and redemption. From France to Rome, Persia to Africa, and even China, the story of Beauty and the Beast takes many forms. Sometimes it is a tiger, a crocodile, or a serpent. Yet across cultures, one truth remains: love transforms the monstrous into the human. Which version of this tale spoke to you most deeply? Share your thoughts below. And remember, we'll be back with even more global folk tales